Welcome back to the San Diego Small Business Spotlight. I am here today with my mentor, mentor and partner. Tell us who you are and how you got started.
My name is Shawn Ko. I'm the owner of J&M Family Restaurant. I purchased this business June 1st. I'm coming up 10th month. It's been a journey.
Yep.
We just did a phenomenal sales record for March.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we broke that $200,000 barrier, which is very hard in restaurant business.
$200,000 in revenue for 1 month.
205. So it'll be increase of about 10% in revenue year over year. So
that's
I'm
impressive.
excited.
Yeah. Take us back to the very beginning of your journey in food and beverage and how that got started for you.
Well, I started a restaurant business at 17. When my parents came in and told us after dinner, said, we bought a restaurant. And I said, oh, that's great. My dad literally pointed the finger at me, and you're working in them.
Yep.
That's how I started my restaurant career, not out of a choice, but we had that for 4 years. We lost a lot of money. I continued in restaurant business. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time and got trained under a chef, certified master chef. There was only 23 in the world at that time.
Wow.
Started as a line cook, but I got promoted not because I was the most talented. I just happened to go never late, always in my work. I went to the front of the house, worked for big companies such as Dave & Buster's, Yard House, Mimi's Cafe, Tony Roma's Chart House, etc., etc. I got to 50, I couldn't get a job. Got to the point where I'm overqualified because the company could hire people at half my salary.
Right.
So I took on a different career. I bought a coffee cart through that.
That's where it all began.
She worked for me at 2012.
I was in college. I was a little barista in the morning, and then he would close it down after.
And I remember telling you that, you know what, I think I'm going to pursue being a business broker because I ended up getting a carpet tunnel and I had to get out of that business. So business broker was my second career. Through that process, dropped off a flyer here 5 years ago.
At J&M's. He was in the beginning of his business broker career, was doing some marketing and forgot about it. 5 years later, he gets a call.
Here I am. So,
what stood out to you about this opportunity specifically? Why did this restaurant appeal to you?
Number one is that the financials are clean. It's really essential. You have to have a clean P&L and clean tax return. Because without those, you cannot qualify for SBA.
Right.
And this is an established business. It's been here 30 years.
Okay.
And a lot of staff been here for 30 years.
Yeah, which speaks volumes in this industry.
Which equates to stability.
Right.
So that was really the most attractive fact about this business. The numbers and staff.
Okay. And talk about the SBA process. What did that look like?
Well, that was not that easy as everybody thinks it is. SBA looks at for 50-50. One is a business. So when you get a number and you pass on to the SBA lender, they'll qualify to come up with certain evaluations. However, the buyer has to qualify.
Right.
That's the hard part.
Right.
Biggest thing they're looking at is relevant experience. They're really reluctant to loan to a first-time business owner.
Sure.
Because again,
risky.
It's proven that 80% of those people fail, even with the established business. So having an extensive restaurant experience helped tremendously, which allowed me to formulate a solid business plan, solid financial plan. And they look at all those and weigh in. And there's other factors that made it difficult. Other difficulty was the lease.
Okay.
The lease, because the landlord wanted to raise my rent from previous owner, and that was a hard negotiation. Honestly, I almost backed out several times because the landlord was just making this process very, very difficult. They wanted another 10% increase base rent. And
that cuts into the numbers. I think knowing the numbers, we were talking a little bit about this, of what your food cost should be, what your labor cost should be, what your controllables, utilities should be. Having a good understanding of those numbers will allow you to kind of work backwards and figure out, what is my net income going to look like? Where can I either add revenue or cut costs
Mhm.
and decide what makes the most sense.
Mhm.
Why do you think most businesses fail?
Always boils down to the operator.
Okay.
Right? They chose the wrong business, or they don't want to operate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hate to be blunt.
Yeah.
They suck at what they're doing for various reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I would say biggest contributor is a lack of people skills.
How often do you think people get into a business and it's just not the right fit?
Sometimes what I hear is that, I always want to be an owner of restaurants or whatever business.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, they chose the wrong career, but they
Yeah.
feel like they're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
That they see other people,
Mm-hmm.
restaurateur like myself, doing well. They think, well, he's not that smarter than I am. I could do that.
Right.
Hey, I had many failures.
Before owning J&M's, did you have any business ownership experience?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of businesses. I had a Dino Pizzeria, which I lost a lot of money.
Okay.
My wife and I, at 2012, before we bought the coffee cart,
Mm-hmm.
said we would never, ever, ever buy another restaurant. Here we are.
Why did Dino's not work out?
Wrong location.
Location.
I got into business with the wrong guy. More than 50% of partnership breaks apart in the first year. It's not in personality conflict, and sometimes it's a power struggle. Who wants to be right?
Right.
Okay? I probably seem right as a marriage.
Divorce.
But, yeah. I got into it without really understanding it.
Sure.
But those are the mistakes I've made that allowed me to not make that mistake again.
Right. Led to your success today.
Yeah.
You ended up losing money in that situation, but it was the best decision you made to sell.
So we lost, I think about almost $100,000 within a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to try to recoup that by selling some assets off of $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
I finally sold it for $25,000.
Okay.
I was mad.
Yeah.
Hurt my pride.
Right.
I felt like a failure.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, that was the best decision I made because it allowed me to free up to do other things.
Even despite your family's business not surviving, and then you had this Dino's that you put everything into and lost money, and then you kept trying. And I think that speaks to you as an entrepreneur as well, because sometimes it does take a couple times that you're failing, but you're learning valuable lessons.
Well, and then I mentioned the fact that I had photo booth business.
Oh, yeah.
I had auto detailing business. I had multi-level marketing coffee business.
Yeah.
I had catering business. Some worked, some failed. That's why I bought it, one with existing revenue.
Yeah, the cash flow was there. You added improvements to increase the revenue.
One of the things I'm focusing on is really trying to increase dinner sales. We're doing very well during the breakfast and lunch. We're doing a high-end dinner special. I'm adding prime baseball sirloin with peppercorn sauce.
Okay.
A little fancy.
Yeah.
We're doing a prime ribeye steak with mahi-mahi with mango relish. We're trying different things and create a little bit of excitement.
In addition to the menu changes, you've also invested a lot of money in the outdoor space.
We added a patio.
And we pay the big bucks for this weather, so we need to enjoy it outside. We're
going to make that dog friendly. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably put a big banner, dog friendly patio. And we made changes on our POS system, which allows me to do a reward program with a shout out to Toast.
Shout out to Toast.
We give back $5 for every $100. And people are serious about that, man. They want to get their picture. Did you get my points?
Yeah.
So those are things that keep people coming back.
Right.
So,
way to really focus on what your investments would be. You invested in the POS system, patio, new menu items, and you're really seeing that return now.
It's not something that's going to happen overnight. The frequency of the customer, that what really drives a sale. Instead of someone coming in once or twice a month, if they can come in 3-4 times a month, your fixed cost is the same whether you have one person or 100 people. A lot of people see this discount as a cost. Me, I look at it as investment.
Right.
Way to get people in the door more often, and it's finally showing up on the numbers.
The calculated risks that you take as a business owner.
It wasn't easy. You never know. You hope it works, but you never know until you do it. And then in hindsight, we made a good decision.
Escondido, San Diego, come check out J&M's Family Restaurant. We got some great specials for you. Ask about the cinnamon rolls.
And if you mention Rocconi, you get 10% off.
All right, there's another discount for you. Come check it out. You're going to love it.